This video presents the saving the annotation to the database and loading it from the database, the deletion of a single rectangle and image and its associated rectangles. On top of that, all the images added to the canvas, regardless of their position on the canvas, will be listed as individual images in two places. The first place allows the user to select specific image, while the second place will allow user, in the future, to associate a dotted rectangle with an image. The possibility of adding multiple images to the canvas required also the implementation of those lists, since by default images are loaded and displayed on the canvas to a specific position, and they might overlap each other. Because of this, PowerPoint approach of displaying the slides was used for the canvas images. Every time an image is selected on the left side, that image is bring to front and all the rectangles associated with it also. This makes easier the transition from one image to another and allows user to add multiple images on the canvas without being constrained by the canvas surface. There are a lot of things not implemented for the time being, like Ctrl+C and Ctrl+V and other operations which might allow the retrieval of a previous state of the annotation canvas. The only key on the keyboard implemented was the delete key and the saving of the annotation state based on Ctrl+S keys combination. There is no timer to save the annotation state at specific intervals or at application exit, but the code is there. It just need to be associated with those events. You might notice up to this point that we save images and not the rectangles we add to those images. If I have to guess, I would say PowerPoint is either duplicating the main canvas to the canvases we see on the left side where we see the list with all the slides, or they might take regular print screens of the canvas every time we draw something new and update that image to the list on the left side. With ChatGPT, I am sure the same behavior can be obtained, and I might be able to do the same, but the goal of this proof of concept is to help us to create helpers from images, and the fine-tuning or adding new features is something to be done by the people continuing the development of this application. The application, as mentioned always, is just a way to show that a lot of things can be obtained by DevOps teams if they don't have to start from scratch. Once again, the application was written not only to help me being a better and productive DBA, but also to help companies to build their own software. What I mean by that is companies can look to the application and they can look to the source code and they can see how everything was glued together. If I have to give another perspective to why I am writing this application, is because since I started working for IBM in 2007, we were having a yearly appraisal in which you had to demonstrate how you made a difference. It was a hard job to demonstrate that for every company I worked for, which is why I decided to start developing this application in order to improve myself, but also show it as part of those appraisals. There was literally no way for 80% of the people in a team to demonstrate they actively contributing, and among those I found myself countless of times and decided that it is upon to me to demonstrate that extra mile by creating something from scratch.